One more side. Center. Down. Center. Here.
If you could get the bowl of chips, please.
I probably shouldn't have said that. But it is true. It is a fantastic franchise. They have multiple competitions around the world, which is fantastic. Their training facilities is first class. Their recruitment, their scouting process and the way they do that for the tournaments is very good. So as a coach, it provides every opportunity to be successful, and that's very exciting.
Absolutely. And हरमन पिछले साल हम इसी रूम में बैठे हुए थे तब आपने एक WPL ट्रॉफी उठाई थी. उसके बाद पिछले 12 महीनों में आप 2 ट्रॉफीज और उठा चुके हो मुंबई में, WPL और तो वर्ल्ड कप. तो वो ऐसी क्या चीज़ है मुंबई के बारे में और मुंबई इंडियंस के बारे में कि आप हमेशा इस सिटी में आपका बेस्ट क्रिकेट खेलते हो? आपका फर्स्ट इंटरनेशनल 100 भी इधर था.
Good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, I think it's true that Mumbai has always been very special to me. मेरा पहला जॉब भी मुंबई में था, तो I think it's a very special city for me because जब भी यहाँ खेलने का मौका मिला है, always positive results देखने को मिले हैं. So इस बार भी WPL की शुरुआत वापस मुंबई से हो रही है, तो I'm sure this season is also going to be very special and really happy that last season और last year काफ़ी अच्छा निकला overall women's cricket के लिए, and इस साल भी I hope वैसे ही start हो.
Absolutely. We'll now open the floor to those in attendance. Please introduce yourself and your publication, and we'll limit it to one question at the beginning and then do a second round later on.
हेलो हरमन जी, मेरा नाम विशाल अंबानी है, मैं बजूका से हूँ. मेरा सवाल आपसे है, ऐसा रेयरली होता है कि वर्ल्ड कप जीतते और उसी साथ IPL जीतते. 2011 में MS धोनी ने वो किया था. क्या आप इस साल रेडी हो? आपने इस साल वर्ल्ड कप भी जीता एंड वही आपका कप होगा WPL का. सो आर यू मोर एक्साइटेड अबाउट दैट?
Well, हर टूर्नामेंट स्पेशल होता है फॉर एनी कैप्टन, और मेरे लिए भी सेम है कि जब भी फील्ड पे जाऊँ, अपनी टीम को जिताऊँ, अपने टूर्नामेंट जीतूँ. और ये साल की शुरुआत WPL से हो रही है और सेम एनर्जी और सेम एक्साइटमेंट है इस टूर्नामेंट के लिए भी. एंड वही माइंडसेट है कि जैसे हमने लास्ट 3 सीज़न में 2 ट्रॉफी जीती, और इस सीज़न भी हमारा वही माइंड है कि हम इस सीज़न फिर अच्छा क्रिकेट खेलें और ट्रॉफी जीतें.
Hi, so my question is to both Harman and to Julanti. See, the T20 World Cup is about 4 months away, and India's first squad seems little settled. So how important is the WPL to help enhance the depth of women's cricket in this country?
See, I think every season we have been giving credit to WPL because no doubt WPL played a very big role to improve women's cricket and even last year जब हम ICC ट्रॉफी जीते तो उसमें भी बहुत बड़ा हाथ था तो दिस सीजन इज़ ऑल्सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एंड दिस सीजन वी हैव सीन सारी टीमों ने बहुत ही एक्साइटिंग टैलेंट पिक करा है एंड होपफुली विल सी मोर कंपटीशन दिस सीजन एंड डेफिनेटली वो टैलेंट इंडियन क्रिकेट को भी हेल्प करने वाला है.
हरमन ने बहुत अच्छा आंसर दे दिया. मुझे नहीं लगता इसके ऊपर और कुछ बोलना चाहिए.
Hi Harman, this is Shomik from Rave Sports. Harman, how has life changed for you after winning the World Cup?
Yeah, it's been little more busy because otherwise after every World Cup just sitting home doing nothing. But this season it was quite busy. Everybody wanted to know that how this season went and what we were thinking and how did we prepare to win this. So I mean, yeah, it was quite busy and really enjoyed this time.
I'm Gaurav Gupta from Times of India. Is it, with Indian players' performance and quality improving every season, is it more difficult to sort of, defend the trophy this time? Will it be more difficult and generally the challenge of playing in WPL? Because Indian players का standard भी बढ़ रहा है, हमने World Cup में भी देखा है. तो
See, I think we as a cricketer we really want competition to be there because if competition is not there then you don't enjoy much. So I think every season we have seen every team was improving and competition was at the peak and this season even more exciting because teams look quite balanced. So as a cricketer I like to be in challenges because otherwise one side cricket even we don't enjoy and even the audience will not enjoy. So I think it's a good sign that teams are balanced and we're gonna have fun on the field.
Hi, this is Khushi from the Now India team. I want to ask a question to all three of you. WPL is now entering a more mature phase. How does the environment feel compared to the league's inaugural season?
Yeah, we're going into our fourth season, so you'd expect every year it improves, and the Indian depth of domestic players is improving all the time, and it's harder to pick your team at an auction because you've got a lot more players to choose from. I think with the mega auction, you've seen a couple of the teams start again, more or less. So they're looking for good balance. And they look like they've put together good teams. So the competition, I'd say, is going to be pretty competitive. And if you don't turn up and play well on the day, it looks like you could very easily lose. So from that point of view, I think it's getting very competitive. The domestic players are improving, and the Indian international players are getting fantastic competitions to lead into international cricketing World Cups and being put under pressure. And if you're doing that in your domestic competition, it's only going to enhance your performance when you go away and play international cricket. And we've seen the result of that through India winning the last 50 over World Cup when they're under pressure in the semi-final to win that match and then go on and win the final was big for the country and big for those players like Harman who have played a number of years and haven't had that feeling of winning one of those big tournaments. So I think that's a result of WPL in the last 3 years, and you're seeing the reward when they go away to international competitions. So it's very exciting. So I'd imagine you go another 3 years and it's going to be very scary watching India play in some World Cups.
Lisa ma'am, right here. You are filling in a position which comes with a lot of responsibility because MI is surely one of the favourites going ahead in this tournament. What is going to be your philosophy with coaching, because the setup looks good as of now, auction has gone well. Would you want it to be as settled as it was, or would you like to bring your valuable inputs and change it from what it was earlier to something new that you'd like to see it into?
Well, there comes responsibility when you play for Mumbai, and even when you coach. You know, the expectations are you win tournaments, and they've done that very well in the past. So from my perspective and the team's perspective, we'll be working really hard to make sure, hopefully, we can put ourselves in winning positions to win games of cricket. The team's pretty settled. We've got a really good core group of players. And we'll have really good role clarity going into those matches, so I can't see that it would change too much, but the hunger and the passion, the family atmosphere that we create is really important, and it's up to myself, Harman and the coaching staff to make sure our players feel very supported and backed when they go out to execute their role. We know cricket is a tough game at times, and you have a lot of ups and downs, so it'll be up to us behind the scenes to make sure they're confident, they have belief in their skills, and we're backing them to go out and perform. So if we can do that, I think we'll have another good season, and we'll get some really special performances along the way. We've got some really exciting domestic players that have played for Mumbai already, and other players that have come in to give us probably a little bit more balance and a few more options in potentially what we can do. We'll just have to wait and see how it plays out and what options we need to go with, considering on what teams will be playing and what we think they're going to present in front of us, and then we'll have a look at the matchups, decide on our team. We'll be very clear in how we want to play. For me, it's a positive brand of cricket where we go out and try and win matches, and under pressure, go to your strengths, and we'll support you. And hopefully more times than not, we'll be on the winning side than not. So if we can do that and create that atmosphere, I think that will set us up to play some good cricket, some exciting cricket, and have a lot of fun along the way.
Hi, Anisha Ghosh here. Wisdom Cricketers Almanac UK. This question is primarily for Lisa, but if I could get some thoughts from Juludi and Harman. Lisa, you're inheriting a legacy left by Charlotte Edwards, and Mumbai Indians remains one of the rare WPL franchises to have a female coach at the helm, which is still a bit of an anomaly across the board. How much of that speaks to the ethos of MI and somebody like what Mrs. Ambani does? Because she's also an IOC member, and we are moving closer to the LA 2028 Olympics. So how much for Philip could having more female coaches at the helm prove towards having more female coaches across the board in the global cricketing ecosystem?
I think you'll see it more and more. There's so many more opportunities to coach and to come out as a player and have those opportunities. I think we'll see a lot more players get into coaching, and then they will work their way through and be coaching in the franchise teams, and hopefully one day we might even have a female coach coaching India. Would be exciting and would be a huge growth of the game, I think. For me personally, I've been coaching elite sport in elite teams now for 20 years. I've been really lucky to have that journey as a coach, and now that we're getting to so many franchises, it's really exciting for me to be able to be involved in those franchises and I suppose be a head coach around the world. I'm really excited, and I've never done this in my last 20 years, to have a full female coaching panel, which is really exciting and something different for me. In the past, I'd probably be the only female and maybe one other, but to have a fully fledged coaching group is really exciting, and I think that's great for our players to see that. I'm a big believer, if you don't see it, can't be it, and we're giving opportunity for supporters and females around the world to actually see females in the coaching space, so that's really exciting, I think. So from that point of view, I'd love to see it more often, and I think over the next 10 years you'll see that. From Mrs. Amani, I think to have a female leader in powerful positions making decisions. I think that also plays a part of why we've got females in our coaching staff. So it starts at the top and it's filtered down, so it's really fantastic to have those opportunities.
Thanks, Lisa. Some thoughts from Harman and Julu, the potential future head coach of India women in the near future.
Well, at this moment, what she said, I just say one thing, that as having an all-female staff, having a little bit of, giving blessed to work with her, because she is the leader in our group and having a 20 years of coaching experience for us who have just started a new journey. It was a blessing to having her in our core group, and whatever we can learn from her, and that's the best things. And in my, we always believe that women should come forward and take the leadership role, and that is exactly support we are getting from our management staff. And I think at this moment we just focus on WPL and India, and all will think about the later.
हेलो मेरा सवाल हरमन के लिए हाउ इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन WPL एंड वर्ल्ड कप इन द टर्म्स ऑफ कैप्टनसी
I think it's same because pressure is there, and every time you go, you want to win. Every time you go and you see a lot of competition around you. So I mean, I don't feel any difference, but yeah, I enjoy this because we have been waiting for WPL for so many years now. This competition is there, and I really enjoy this part.
Yeah, hi, if Harman and Julan can answer. WPL is played across 2 venues over the years. Would you want to see it being held in home and away format like we have in IPL? And what is the difference between that, if at all, if it happens in the future, and now playing in just 2 cities?
Well, if you personally ask me, I enjoy one venue because then we don't need to travel a lot, because we have been traveling all the time. So yeah, because then you get used to the conditions. You can plan better. But if we get opportunity in the future doing home and away, that is also great. But right now I think I'm enjoying because we're having most of our games in Mumbai, because as you know, Mumbai is one of my favorite city, and yeah, I mean it's great that most of the time we got opportunity to play in Mumbai.
I think definitely these things will be, in future we can see more home and away game in WPL also. But at this moment, I think 2 cities is a good options, and let them settle down in these 2 cities. And in future, definitely we can see more home away game. And last year also we played a lot of different cities, like Lucknow was involved, Baroda was involved. So probably in future we might see more different venues we are going to play in WPL.
Harman, Happy New Year. And after retentions and mega auction, your Mumbai Indians of course are the favorites, but which team you think comes close to challenge your hegemony? Please don't say that we don't care about our position.
No, we do care. We have been watching what they were doing in the auction, and we have been watching their squad and everything. It's not like we don't care, but mainly focus is on our team, what we can do, because I believe we can only focus on the things which we can control, and our performance and our goals is something which we can control. But this season I feel that all the teams are quite balanced, and this season is definitely going to be more exciting, so really looking forward for that.
S. Sudarshanan from ESPN Cricket Info. My question is for Harman and Julan. Julan, पहले तो ये सीजन में एज अ मेंटोर आपका वर्कलोड कितना ज़्यादा होगा, बिकॉज काफ़ी अनकैप्ड प्लेयर्स है जिनको आपको यू हैव टू गेट इनटू द MI सेटअप और उनको कंफर्टेबल कराना, तो उस हिसाब से आपका वर्कलोड कितना ज़्यादा होगा. एंड फॉर हरमन, हाउ डू यू लाइक गो अबाउट लाइक इन यंग प्लेयर्स से बात करके टू मेक देम कंफर्टेबल एज अ कैप्टन, और फिर ये प्लेयर्स का भी ख्वाब होता है किसी दिन इंडिया खेलना, तो उसको मद्देनजर रखते हुए हाउ डू यू मेक देम कंफर्टेबल एंड व्हाट डू यू टेल दीज प्लेयर्स?
Well, as a mentor, हम लोग का काम होता है जो यंग प्लेयर्स को, जो भी हम लोग स्काउट टीम राउंड द क्लॉक काम कर रहे हैं, जो प्रॉपर टैलेंट को हम ढूंढ के लेके आते हैं यहाँ पर ऑप्शन से हम पिक करते हैं, उनको अंडरस्टूड करना, जो क्या आपका मेंटल टफनेस रहना चाहिए, कितना चैलेंजिंग होने वाला है कंपटीशन, एंड कैसे आप इंटरनेशनल प्लेयर्स के साथ उसी प्लेटफॉर्म में या आप एक ही साथ आप कैसे आपको प्रिपेयर कर सकते हो, क्योंकि इंटरनेशनल से भी ज़्यादा डोमेस्टिक प्लेयर्स प्ले की रोल दिस काइंड ऑफ कंपटीशन. सो हम लोगों का काम होता है एज ए मेंटोर, एज ए कोच, टू ट्राई टू गिव देम दैट कंफर्ट and give them that challenge and taught them that how you mentally can be strong and take those challenges forward. And having a captain like Harman in our side is always a blessing, because she understood these things very well, and she's always give them the right opportunity to do extra. So I think is overall is a nice circle for us, and at this moment workload is always there, and you cannot underestimate your workload, because when you are playing this kind of competition, as a mentor, as a coach, as a captain, as a player, workload will be there.
Young talent, I think I personally enjoy working with them, and this season also we have got very exciting talent. Left arm spinner, some good hard hitters are there, which really balance our side. So I think उनके साथ काम करने के लिए I'm really looking forward, and they all are great fielders. I think that is the part which I always focus more, that we should have a very good fielding side, and all these young girls, they are very good fielders. So I think they are going to bring a lot of energy on the field, and I'm really looking forward for that. And definitely if whoever is do well in WPL, सबकी आंखें उन पे रहती हैं, because it's a very I think it's the best tournament except international cricket, where you do well, people will watch you, and you have many more opportunity in your life to do well. So I'm sure everybody knows whoever is going to play WPL, if they do well here, many other doors will open for them.
Hi Harman, question to you on the thought of legacy. I mean, the last few months, have you given a thought on your legacy that you leave on Indian cricket as a captain? You have won the WPL 2 times. This year you won the World Cup as well. There's a possibility of third title. Obviously, you'll be gunning for that. So, have you given a thought on in the last few months as to what sort of legacy and what sort of example you are going to leave as a captain?
See, I always believe wherever I go, I want to see that people only think about how we can win, because participation we have been doing for so many years. I think that doesn't change anything. But if you go with winning mindset and work towards that, that can bring a lot of things to you and to your country. And so I mean, yeah, WPL made a lot of changes in me, especially thinking, because before that some limitations were there. But when I came here, worked with MI, because MI been winning IPL title for so many years, and that winning mindset came, and when I was sitting with them, they were always thinking about what best we can do to beat any team or to win the title. So I think their thought process completely changed, and wherever I was going, I was only going with that mindset, how I can change the mindset. We can only think about how we can win, and that reflected in last 2 years. And as I mentioned earlier, that this season is also very important, and going with the same mindset, and we will do whatever is possible to win this title. And I think it's a very important season. A lot of exciting cricket is coming up, and going with the fresh mind and positive mindset.
Hi, this is Lavanya from Sportstar. My question is to Lisa and Julian. We see a lot of conversation about how WPL has become an aspirational thing for domestic cricketers as well, to come in and break in and maybe have a career separate to their India ambition as well. Can you all just tell me this from your perspective, because week in and week out you're also meeting domestic cricketers back home and here in India, both of you as coaches as well. What is that looking like for you in your interactions with players about what this tournament means maybe as an opportunity for people coming through, and has that changed the kind of cricket they play?
What I've noticed is when I come in and work with any of the domestic Indian players over the last 4 years, it means so much to them. I really don't have to say too much. You can tell by their work ethic, the way they listen, the way they communicate and want to work with the internationals that come in to learn is just so refreshing and just beautiful to see how much it means to them. So from my point of view, it's to help guide and probably to share experiences on potentially what it's going to be like out in the middle when they get their opportunity. But the way they compete in nets, just the other day, Ameli's first training session, Trevini, our left arm spinner, come in, hit a pad, and she was out. And we don't get that in Australia. You just hit the pad and the bowler sort of like walks back. So it's very competitive, which is really cute. So when they're out training or in a practice match, the intensity's just so lovely to see. Where generally at home, if we played a practice match, the players just roll through that opportunity. But over here, the competition, they just love it. So I'm really enjoying watching that and seeing that. And you don't have to say too much. They're just so happy that they've been selected. They've got an opportunity to experience. And for some, it changes their life, you know. It starts a journey of opening up doors. So if we can facilitate that and help and support for them to fulfill their dreams, and it might be playing for Mumbai and winning a tournament, or it might be going through to play for India. So that's the way I look at it. Just facilitating, helping and guiding, and making sure this experience for Mumbai is one they won't forget. And when they leave, they're thinking, I can't wait to come back and play next year. So if I can create that feeling, I think I've done my job.
Julan.
I think just add one thing is that it's a great opportunity for our domestic girls, because in round the clock these girls are playing so many competition, but the performance recognitions was lesser than WPL, and WPL, if you performed well, is just one step away from your national team. So I think this gives us a huge boost for our domestic cricketers to do well in WPL content, and at the same time, all the franchises having very competitive side. So is it give us the selectors, the captain and coaches to see which one is able to handle the pressure in this platform, so they can pick the right players for the national teams. I think this is a huge opportunity for these young girls, and they understood very well. And this is, if they do well in WPL, they can, in future they can play for national team. I think this is the best thing for women's cricket happened in last 3 years.
Hi, this is अंकुश दावरे from लोक सत्ता. अभी आपने यंग प्लेयर्स के बारे में कहा. मुंबई इंडियंस हमेशा से ही यंग प्लेयर्स को चांसेस देने के लिए जानी जाती है. तो इस बार मुंबई इंडियंस के ऐसे कौन से प्लेयर होगी जो यंग प्लेयर तो वॉच आउट होगी इस सीजन?
आई थिंक ऐसे किसी का नाम नहीं बोल सकते हम लोग, बट यहाँ पे हम लोग मुंबई इंडियंस में हम लोग जो डोमेस्टिक यंग टैलेंटेड प्लेयर्स होते हैं उनको हम सिखाते हैं कैसे चैलेंज को एक्सेप्ट करना, कैसे अपना मेंटल टफनेस को डेवलप करके इंटरनेशनल क्रिकेटर्स के साथ compete करना. एक फैमिली की तरह हम लोग ग्रूम करते हैं उनको, एंड उनको सिखाते हैं जो कैसे आप मैच जिता सकते हो टीम के लिए, कि वो माइंडसेट रहना बहुत ज़रूरी है, विनिंग माइंडसेट. आई थिंक वो कल्चर हम लोग डेवलप करते हैं अपने टीम में. एंड आवर स्काउट टीम राउंड द क्लॉक इंडिया में हर जगह में जाते हैं, प्लेयर्स को ढूंढते हैं, कौन सा प्लेयर अच्छा खेल रहे हैं, उनको हम लोग स्पॉट करते रहते हैं, फॉलो करते रहते हैं, उनका ट्रैक करते रहते हैं, जो ऐसे हम उनको ऑप्शन के थ्रू उनको ले पाए, अपने सिस्टम में लेके आए और उनको साथ काम करके और आगे लेके जाए. एंड किसी एक प्लेयर का नाम लेना एज ए कोचिंग स्टाफ हम लोग के लिए सही नहीं है. वी डू हैव क्वालिटी डोमेस्टिक क्रिकेटर्स, एंड दे कैन डू वेल इन दिस सीजन, एंड दे हैव दैट टैलेंट एंड दे कैन डू दैट.
अनिल फ्रॉम वायरल हॉलीवुड. हरमन मैम, आपसे क्वेश्चन है कि वुमेंस IPL आने के बाद में कितने चेंजेस आए इंडियन क्रिकेट टीम में, क्योंकि कहीं ना कहीं प्रेशर है अब सीनियर्स पे परफॉर्मेंस का, क्योंकि अगर परफॉर्मेंस नहीं करने पे यंगस्टर्स जो है उनकी जगह ले सकते हैं.
देखिए, WPL के आने के बाद कंपटीशन यहाँ पर है, और प्रेशर तो अगर WPL नहीं भी होता तो भी रहता, क्योंकि अगर आप परफॉर्म करते हो तो ही आप टीम में रहते हो. तो इट्स नॉट अबाउट कि पीपल आर डूइंग वेल इन WPL, दैट्स व्हाई यू हैव टू डू वेल to secure your place. it's not like that, but it's our responsibility to अच्छा परफॉर्म करें, अपनी कंट्री को जिताएं. बट हम लोग बहुत खुश हैं कि WPL के आने के बाद मोर प्लेयर्स को अपॉर्चुनिटी मिल रही है और मोर कंपटीशन देखने को मिल रहा है. हम जब भी टीम मीटिंग में डिस्कशंस करते हैं तो वहाँ पर डिस्कशन करने के लिए मोर प्लेयर्स हैं. बिकॉज ऐसा नहीं है कि क्योंकि 4-5 years बैक एक 20-25 लड़कियों का एक ग्रुप होता था, उसके बीच में ही रोटेशन होती थी. लेकिन नाउ वी हैव सो मेनी ऑप्शंस, सो आई थिंक इट्स अ गुड थिंग टू हैव. और प्रेशर तो नहीं है, बिकॉज वन थिंग इज़ क्लियर टू एवरीवन दैट इफ़ यू डू वेल देन ओनली यू कैन कंटिन्यू टू प्ले. अदरवाइज जैसे आपको पता है अभी बाकी के प्लेयर्स हैं आपकी प्लेस लेने के लिए, बट इट्स नॉट जस्ट बिकॉज WPL के आने के बाद हम लोगों को ये नहीं इनसिक्योरिटी फील हो रही है. we are happy that this tournament is here and we are getting more talent from there.
इसके अलावा मैम 2023 में जो आपका रनआउट था फाइनल में मैम, वो रनआउट आज भी हमारे हैंड से नहीं निकलता है मैम. तो आप उससे किस तरह से उभरे थे, क्योंकि आप तो वहाँ पे खेल रहे थे, प्ले कर रहे थे, क्योंकि अगर आप रनआउट नहीं होती तो वो कहीं ना कहीं वो मैच हम जीत जाए तो वर्ल्ड कप हमारा होता. तो इस पर क्या टेक आता है मैम? 2023 वर्ल्ड कप फाइनल अगेंस्ट इंग्लैंड.
फाइनल में वो रन आउट नहीं हुई थी. पहले आपका हिस्ट्री प्रॉपर करके आइए, फिर ये सवाल कीजिए. सॉरी टू से दैट, आई एम सो सॉरी, इट वाज नॉट शी, सम अदर प्लेयर्स एंड सम अदर टाइम पे हुआ. तो प्लीज पहले आप अपना प्रिपरेशन करके आइए.
Also, please stick to questions related to the WPL and MI and not to something that's happened long back in the past. If you could get the mic to Gaurav, please.
My question is to Harman and as well as Julan. Will you see any talented players because the T20 World Cup is coming, and especially Julan, any talented fast bowlers that you see that you are looking forward to watch in the WPL?
Well, this is a challenge for at this moment all of us that we are searching for a good raw talented players, medium pacers, but we do have in domestic cricket, and only thing is how they perform in this WPL setup. That's a challenge for them. But we do have quality fast bowler in domestic circuit, and all of them have got opportunity to play in this WPL because they have picked in different teams. I hope they do well, and it will be easy for Harman to select those players and take them in a World Cup.
Harman, any talented youngsters that you are looking forward to watch?
I think जैसे अभी युवती ने बोला कि it's hard to take anybody's name, but definitely इस सीज़न बहुत सारा यंग टैलेंट देखने को मिलेगा, बिकॉज लास्ट 3 सीज़न में they have understood कि उनको कैसे अपने आप को प्रिपेयर करना है for this tournament, and I'm sure they have come with more great mind and strong mind and with more hard work. So I'm sure इस सीज़न में domestic cricketers भी अपना contribution देंगे अपनी teams के लिए.
Harman, this is specifically for you. Harmanpreet Kaur at Mumbai Indians. हमने देखा कि वर्ल्ड कप के दौरान फर्स्ट मैच से लेकर लास्ट मैच तक उनका क्या योगदान रहा है. मुंबई इंडियंस ने कितना हेल्प किया है अमनजोत कौर को इंडिया टीम रेडी, वर्ल्ड कप फाइनल रेडी, लॉरा बुलवार्ड कैच रेडी होने के लिए?
कितना रेडी किया है, आई थिंक युवती बता सकते हैं कितना रेडी किया है.
I think players like Harmanpreet Kaur, we don't need to give her ready. She's always ready. She's always doing well. Whenever she got an opportunity, she contribute and she performed well. We just need to monitor well properly because she is such a competitive cricketer and she brings a lot of value to our team, and she is a very quality cricketer and she dimension players. She can bowl in new ball. She can bowl in a death over, she can bowl in the middle, she can come and bat in any number whenever she get the opportunities. And fielding, I think everybody knows where she field. Everywhere if you put her, she'll try to give one run out or one brilliant catch, take one of those brilliant catches. So she is the one player जो आपको हमेशा टीम में एक बहुत वैल्यू क्रिएट करता है. आई थिंक एज ए कोचिंग स्टाफ, एज ए कैप्टन, and you will always love this kind of players who come and give that kind of settle down in a balancing 11.
Some thoughts from the other court as well. Thank you, Jyoti. Harman, your thoughts on Aman?
My thoughts on Amanjot. Yeah, Amanjot is it's a very important player for us. That's why we wanted her to be there in our squad, और इसलिए उसको रिटेन भी करा. और आई थिंक उसका कंट्रीब्यूशन 3 साल में WPL में बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट रहा है, और जहाँ पर भी उसको अपॉर्चुनिटी मिली है शी हैज़ कम अप एंड अपने परफॉर्मेंस दिए उसने, और इंडियन टीम में भी उसके आने से काफ़ी बैलेंस क्रिएट होता है because we have been always looking for 6 bowling option and she is coming there and filling that part and batting में भी उसकी वजह से batting lineup बहुत लंबा हो जाता है. तो I think player like her it's very important and उसको personally बड़ा ध्यान देना पड़ता है because she is someone who just want to keep training, keep working hard. She doesn't know when to stop. तो उसके लिए एक बंदा पीछे छोड़ना पड़ता है कि भाई इसको रोक के रखना so that she should not get injured because उसको पता नहीं है कब रुकना है because she is someone she loves playing, she loves training और sometime ऐसे होता है कि रात के 12-1 बजे भी वो जिम में ट्रेनिंग कर रही होती है, तो उसके लिए उसको बड़ा मतलब संभाल के रखना पड़ता है एंड रियली वांट के वो अगले आने वाले टाइम में इंडिया को represent करे, contribute करे because she has something special in her and she can deliver to MI and Indian team also. So it's a very important player, very key player for us. So उसकी देखभाल करनी is our responsibility and we have been doing that.
Thank you.
Hi Harman, good afternoon. I'm Shruti from Cricinfo. My question is about Kamalini, obviously one of the 5 players retained and also recently India capped as well. Can you tell us about what she brings to the side, not just based on her skill sets, but also personality, and what role she's expected to play in the MI batting order?
Kamalini is very exciting talent. We have seen she's been playing fearless cricket in under-19 World Cup and that was the reason last season we were very excited to pick her in our squad, and this season the biggest reason we wanted her to retain because she's someone who can bat up and she's someone who can keep, and I think she's someone who is filling a lot of spot in a team. So I mean this season we are really looking forward because last season I know she was batting down and she always wanted to bat and always wanted to contribute for the team, but unfortunately she didn't get that much opportunity. But this season she will get something very special and I'm sure she's going to enjoy this and she's going to be one of our main player who is going to contribute for the team.
Hi. So my question is, you've been leading MI for 3 seasons now. How has that helped you as an India captain? Leading MI, how has that helped you as an India captain? Because you mentioned that after winning the World Cup, but can you elaborate how that has helped you become a better India captain as well, leading MI?
जैसे मैंने पहले भी बताया क्योंकि जैसे ही मैंने MI को ज्वाइन करा तो यहाँ पर people only talk about how we can win, what need to be done, कैसे प्लेयर्स को एक साथ लेके जाना है और कैसे उनका बेस्ट निकालना है बिकॉज एंड ऑफ द डे इट्स अ टीम स्पोर्ट एंड एवरीवन शुड कंट्रीब्यूट बिकॉज एक दो प्लेयर से मैच नहीं जीते जा सकते और टूर्नामेंट नहीं जीत सकते आप. बट आई थिंक यहाँ पर जो लोगों का माइंड सेट है दैट इज समथिंग यू रियली नीड टू कैच इट बिकॉज they have brilliant mindset and they always want to bring the change and do something special और I think वो चीज़ें मेरी पर्सनल लाइफ में भी और ऑन द फील्ड भी मुझे काफ़ी हेल्प करी है एंड it's an honor that I'm part of this team and I have so much brilliant mindset around me so I can keep learning from them and keep improving myself because I think every day you need to improve because otherwise you feel stuck somewhere. So I think I'm grateful that I have so many great minds around me and I can learn from them.
Julan, how happy are you with the fast bowling talent in India? And we saw a couple of young players come up, like Kranti Gaud last season, do well in England and part of the World Cup. And Lisa, if you can, from outside, how do you look at the fast bowling talent? And is there something that you want to see that department get better?
Well, a few years ago, Kranti Gaud was our main support bowler. So from there onwards, she represent country, represent WPL. So it was amazing to see her growth. And recent past, she has done well in World Cup also. I hope she continue her form. But we do have a lot of quality fast bowler in domestic cricket, and mostly those people have been picked in different franchise team. I hope they do justice with their performance, because it's not easy coming from the domestic cricket circuit and playing WPL. And WPL challenge is different. It's need to have great mindset, great how we're going to handle that pressure. At the same time, we do have good quality fast bowler, in domestic cricketers like Kranti Reddy. She has been doing so well in a domestic cricket. Our scout team really like her approach, like her competitiveness, and I hope whenever she got the opportunity, she do well, because India cricket in future she can contribute a lot.
The only thing I would add is for a domestic player to come and play WPL as a seam bowler, you actually have to bowl at the hardest time. You're bowling in a power play, only 2 fielders out, and generally you're bowling against world-class batters, the internationals. So if you can come into WPL, bowl in that phase, I think it's only beneficiating India in the long run. So it's not like a spinner coming in. Generally they're bowling in the middle with 4 out, or at the back end early, and you've got 4 out. So it is a hard skill set for the seamers coming in, because they'll have to execute at a high level to be successful in this competition if you have a new ball in the power play. So India and Harman will only benefit down the track from them being able to bowl in this competition. And you're seeing more and more Indian seam bowlers coming in and playing those roles. So over time, they've got fantastic bowlers now, but I see moving in future, there'll just be a number of players who are able to play that role, and then it's working out which one you want in your team. So it's very exciting.
Thank you so much for all your questions today. We'll now